Let's try this again, shall we? This is Groundhog Day. That's what this is right now. We're in Groundhog Day. Just know, none of you get the day off. If I've got to put up with this shit, you do too. And to be clear, I don't think this is the game. I think this is the actual PC that's not feeling very well for some reason. I wonder if the hot weather's done some damage. I may need to do a bit of maintenance tomorrow. Okay. We seem to only get to the same part of the day though, and then it just crashes. I wonder why that is. We'll figure out.
1210 in progress.
This is the suspicious guy.
1210 in progress.
That was the false alarm at the elementary school. There's the investigation going. Vehicular accident dealt with. Yeah, let's check that's the right one. Okay, not without saying anything, and then point the gun, not to move.
412 in progress.
Okay, the Sugar Daddy Cafe, we know this one, so we'll send Murata and Castile. The assault in the car park. We know that was the false alarm. See if we can get through these a little bit quicker since we've done them twice now. This is new though. This didn't happen last time. We have something going down at Suburb. At 1820, we wouldn't want police crashing the party. 1,000 should be good enough for such a request. Sure. An assault at the farm. This is the crazy tractor driver. You two can go deal with him.
Officer on scene.
Grab aggressive teenagers. Nobody moves, nobody gets shot. Good stuff. We know that's not a fight. Got the crazy tractor driver dealt with. Unlawful assembly. The last picture show theatre, so Roy and Klausner and Donut can go on this one with the paddy wagon. Yeah, we know that was a fake thing.
In progress.
Okay, no, now they want me to ignore the rape. This didn't happen the first two times, and to hell with that shit, no. We are not ignoring that. Go fuck yourself, Sand. There's no excuse for this. Now, Johnny Iron wants a bribe instead.
We've got a situation here.
Arrest the woman who threw the stone. Bomb threat is not a bomb threat, so we'll leave that alone. Right, what have we got? Yep, Sand is being... Oh, he's saying, we don't know why you decided to go against our request. I'm sure you had a good reason. Yes, somebody was getting raped. It's a good reason. The armed robbery. We'll go deal with that now. No, we'll not send Dixon as well. Send these 3.
in progress.
The shooting at the nightclub. Can we actually see what this is about? We haven't actually seen the end of this case yet. It'll be quite nice. Just put some music on.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Okay, we'll send Murata and Castile to help them. Oh, I forgot about this as well. The carjacking case, the one that smells a little bit weird. The one where the guy was all like, yeah, a teenage hoodie just came and snatched my shit from me and then ran off. Oh, the woman, she was like, just snatched my handbag, and then I ran after him, and then he came back somewhere else and stole my car and drove it into a lamppost and ran away. And I'm like, insurance scam? So we've probably got that. That would be that. I don't know why we've got these. But we don't have enough to fill the entire thing anyway. And we've got stuff on the homicide now. Okay, Christopher G. So we've already read this. So we know that they brought him. They brought Timothy Wayne in an ambulance. He then gut shot him with a shotgun, which is what that is. That's going to be further up here though, isn't it? Because there were a couple of other things. They stripped him down, tied him to a chair. Then Sand shows up, shoots him in the stomach. And then they throw him into the pit with the dogs, and then the dogs eat him.
We've got a situation here.
At the Masquerade Club, all the employees and visitors wear masks and costumes. People outside are dancing quietly. There's the sound of claps coming from further inside. They're dancing quietly. Sees the girl in the squirrel suit. See, he's digital. He's IMAX. Go deeper into the hole, climb up on the second floor to get a better view. Oh, there we go, look. The music stops and a shot rings out. The dancers start to stampede. A guy in a hockey mask flashes a gun and pushes over the girl in the squirrel suit. Shoot the man! Oh, the guy in the hockey mask runs out on the street, gets in his car and continues shooting at the police. Open fire on him. Nice. None of that Agent 47 bullshit here, thank you very much. And we dealt with the armed robbery. Sweet. Hey, we finished the day! And Donut is dead on his feet. Well, tough shit. That's what you get for being old. Hell on Wheels dealership invites public to show your sports cars. What, after they just had an armed robbery by people who came in and demanded keys for the cars on display? Yeah, let's do that. Ecologist urban air pollution levels normal. Okay, port commerce increased by 60%. We've pretty much cleared out all the drug gangs, so it should do. The new medication has a side effect of suppressing appetite. Apparently this means that I will be regularly feel like I'm starving to death and feel full, then nauseous after 3 bites. Ugh. That sucks. Kids are causing trouble. They've called me to school. Can we deal with this? Nope. And we have a strike to give. I think there's plenty of talent on Shift A. Who gets another strike? Let's give Yancey his second one. That's been long overdue, I think. No, not that one. Hey, that one. Yeah, we've got some good police officers. I think Donut needs to get fired because he's too old, and we'll bring in Tina Fontenot. Too old, get out of here. Have we got an imbalance of people though? Not really. We'll send her to Shift A. Ooh. What's going on here? A mission from God. Well, Mr. Boyd, I don't know if you can come to Mass, but if you do, you may know that our most enlightened and progressive parishioners donated absurd sums of money to curry the favour of God's blessed power. Truly this power is manna from the heavens, which clears the mind in preparation for the coming of the Antichrist. Unfortunately, some of our flock have been turned from the house of the Lord, for outside the enemies of Jesus sell them fake satanic power, and they're undercutting the God-blessed prices. What the hell? It would be a great thing if you were to get rid of them as our Lord Jesus drove the merchants from the house of God. So what is he saying is that, in plain English, you're trying to tell me that people are selling drugs in the church. Is that what this is? And you want me to commit 5 officers to dealing with it permanently for the rest of the day? I mean, no. I'd like to, but no. A drunk driver drove his van into a bus stop, knocking over several people. The van stalled out, and the unsteady driver is clumsily trying to escape. Chavez and Hutchison, you go handle that. Okay, so this investigation with the abduction, let's have a look. What detectives do we have available to them still? This is the thing, like, all the other detectives aren't on the case right now. So let's just shove them all on the investigation. See if we can find... Oh, that's the wrong button. See if we can find this little girl. Because look, we've got a lot of stuff. I think that was the one we chose there. This is the wrong one, but we'll put it in for now. I don't think it was a bear, I think it was a doll. I think the other guy was drinking. So we got that. And she goes to pick it up. Yeah. That's probably just the wrong thing.
In progress.
Retiree Frank Setter complains that someone has stolen his lawn. Wow. Like clockwork, once a month someone comes by to cut up my gorgeous lawn and cart it off. I've never managed to catch this enemy of fertile grass, or I'd have shown him. I'm a veteran, you know, and I put hundreds of our enemies in their graves. I just want some peace and quiet. Somebody's just cutting his grass for him. It's like his son or something, or his grandson comes by to cut the grass. I'm not sending people to that. I really am not. What the hell? You guys failed to grab a guy who was dazed and confused and staggering down the street. The Market District has seen an increase in pickpocketing, and the media is already up in arms about it. You'll send 2 cops to the area to increase the perception of the police protection. God, that's a mouthful. There are journalists scurrying about. What I take now is a modified human hormone produced by taking a human gene, tweaking and recombining it with the DNA and having bacteria produce it. Modern pharmacology blows your mind. Ooh, those cops need less donuts. I know, right? Well, we just fired one donut. He's gone. So, anyway, I'm going to send J Boogie and Brox. They're my lowest performing people. I've got to make sure I do good on City Hall requests, because they turned down our police officer slot expansion due to a shit day. They're ruthless. A massive fight at the Everyday Mall. An employee of the shopping centre was dressed in a tomato costume, advertising a new tomato paste. He accidentally frightened a professional boxer, Joshua Drake, who shouted and jumped on him and started pummeling him with full force. Passers-by tried to separate them, but also received the boxer's fury and a massive fight broke out. A guy dressed in a tomato suit frightened a fucking boxer. I guess that makes you a GMO now. Hey, maybe that's why this guy got attacked. He thought he was a genetically modified tomato, and he's trying to save us all from the damage that it does. I'm going to be banned from the EU. It's okay, you'll still be able to come to England eventually, when we sort ourselves out. Okay, I'm gonna send Purdy. She's actually, people don't know this, but Officer Purdy, she is the department's current champion boxer. She's like, they've got a little informal boxing pool among all the officers. She's the current champ, so she can deal with this. Fitzsimmons, no, maybe not. Somebody a little bit further down. You. Actually, we need a third person. You go as well. Oh, the theft report. Yeah. The lawn at the location is cut by a neighbour boy at the request of Mr. Setter. Of course it is, because the guy's senile. Vehicular accident in the ghetto. A driver of a luxurious white Cadillac ran over a black teenager and attempted to flee the scene, but lost control and drove into a column. Angry residents in the area have come out to the streets. Yeah. Trebor. Actually, Yancey, you go. Take Trebor with you and Fitzsimmons. That's going to be a tough one.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Southpaw.
Situation at the mall is more serious. Send one more person out. I'll keep Chavez in reserve. And we now have a terror threat. Of course we frigging do. A postal employee reported that a letter was discovered with some powder inside. The inscription on the envelope reads, "Bird in Hell." The employee is afraid that the envelope contained a deadly disease. Oh my god, we're all gonna die, and today's my birthday. Well, you know, at least you're rounding out the years. That's good.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have
2 men are pulling a woman with a bloody head out of the Cadillac. The crowd isn't letting them get her to the hospital. Some people are yelling the cops have failed. We'll deal with this by the law of the streets. Oh dear. Fine, just make it quick. And the law of the streets, what's it like? What? Anyway, nightsticks. Crowd throws glass bottles and stones at the cops. Jesus. Push the crowd back if we can. There we go. Whew. I can't send anybody to this. I have nobody to send. Chavez won't go alone. Nobody wants to go to a job alone still, because weeks ago, cops got beaten up. But there was nothing dangerous in the envelope. There was only a girl's friends playing a prank on her birthday. Somebody else's birthday today. Awesome. You guys deal with that? Good. Take the boxer to jail. and a homicide at Eddie's Burgers. A man wearing a night costume and carrying a huge sword entered the cafe, placed an order and sat silently in the corner for a couple of hours. Everyone had stopped paying attention at this point. Then he stood up and took up his sword and began swinging it all around with all his strength. He already inflicted severe injuries on several patrons of the restaurant. Damn, the guy's getting all Game of Thrones.
9/11 in progress.
It's the Red Wedding all over again. Alright, okay, good. Yancey, Chavez. You guys go deal with that. A theft at the farm. Bill Buckler said his neighbour Derek Ruiz asked him to watch his farm while he went on vacation with his family. Meanwhile, some strange people went over there with a tractor trying to steal the harvest. There's about a dozen people and they're robbing my friend blind. Okay, we'll send people when we get them.
10 in progress.
Armor-piercing rounds when you absolutely need something dead. Exactly. This is good. You two can go deal with that. Disorderly conduct at the mall. There's a huge clown running around the mall trying to tried to scare me to death, said unemployed John Hockensmith. I got a disease. Got a note from the doctor. That clown got no right to scare me. I mean, the clown's probably going to be working for one of the shops at the mall, right? And you're just scared of clowns, and he doesn't know that, but I'm going to hold off on that and see what else comes up in the meantime. See, problem at Eddie's Burgers is bigger than we thought. I'm going to have to send one more person then. Okay, I'm going to send somebody to this, fine. I was just making sure nothing else popped up. I thought I could send my last people and then something else pops up that's like, yeah, there's 6 kids here being butchered in the street by a knife-wielding maniac. Like, oh, shit. Seeing the police, the suspects begin to argue and shout in an unknown language, and then 2 women manage to escape and hide somewhere on the farm. Interrogate the calves. What? Fun personal story. When I was 4, your aunt took you to the circus with the kids, then completely forgot about you and left you there. Ooh, a clown tried to cheer me up, but just ended up scaring the shit out of me. Don't like clowns to this day. I think that's a lot of people really just don't like clowns. That's the thing, isn't it? It's one of those Marmite things. You either love them or hate them. You know, and it's like, I can understand. It's a scary thing. It's like, you're human-shaped, but your face is all weird colours. Why is he wearing lipstick and it's all around here? Yeah, they look like they've been eating people and they've just got blood all around their mouths. I think a lot of people don't like clowns. I personally don't care. But, yeah, it is a thing. It's a real thing. Okay, so, hunker down and wait for the women to show. Carefully search the area.
9/11.
There we go. That's how we do.
410.
Dirt cheap. That's my price, by the way. That's what I cost. Oh god, why? Yancey! How did you fail this? You're the hero cop of the department, Yancey. That's a strike on your record. Okay, we've got a problem at the ice arena. There's an assault. When the legendary singer Gennaro Crespo was giving a performance, someone threw a large ear of corn at the musician. What is it with corn in this town? And smashed his head. What? How? What was it made of? Despite a bit of blood, Mr. Crespo showed no concern and just laughed it off and got ready to continue. Nevertheless, the concert organisers were furious and demanded everyone turn in their cameras. We can't let the audience leave until the offender has been detained, they shouted into the police line. We've got a large crowd here, so send everyone you have available so we can get this done. I mean, I agree, we need to find who did it, but you want me to send so many people in a paddy wagon? Concrete corn? Concrete? Oh, perhaps. Alright, well, Yancey, go redeem yourself, you utter spanner. Disorderly conduct. The clown was hired to promote children's amusement parks and has every right to be at the mall. No new frames found in the abduction case, really? Huh. Interesting. So, it is possible then that the friend may have been mistaken for a grandmother by Adrian. Apparently not. Yeah, because that's a bear. So maybe it was this colour car, no? Oh, there we go, we got it. So we did have everything we needed. Judith McCain, this hard-drinking grandmother, decided no court has the right to take away her granddaughter. Oh, it's the grandmother. Wow. Alright, Hunter. Go hunting. Do we send SWAT to arrest the old lady? No. No, we don't, is the answer to that question. Hey, we found the guy who threw the concrete. Nice. Abduction report. We got her. Case closed. Hunter's wrapped up a case on his own. Well done, sir. I think that's his first one. Maybe it's his second. I don't know. A priest notes prostitution increase. Doctor, euthanasia should be a personal choice. That's usually what it is, yeah. Because otherwise it's actually murder, because you've decided someone else has to die, it's not euthanasia. But anyway, whatever. Soap actor Manuel Torreblanca announced completion of film career. Okay. Yesterday you lost a bet and swallowed your car keys. Why did I hire you again? Remind me. You're not making a strong case for your ability to be a reasonable thinking human being that a detective needs to be. Last night I was shitting blood. I think I better get to hospital. Yes, I think you better had. Yes. Fucking hell.